What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And if you guys haven't already, I am going to post a video right before this one. So if you haven't, go check that one out before you check out this one. And go check out my latest 2 draft videos. Go check them all out. And leave a subscribe if you like the content. Also, leave a like and comment. I love the feedback. I love the support. And every like pushes it out to great Philadelphia creators and fans like all of you watching now. Now, this video is going to have a lot of mixed emotions. I'm very, very excited about one player on this list of draftees. Now, there's one player that I'm not so excited about, and I'm sure we all know who that is. But to get into it, this draft review is just going to be a simple one. I'm just going to explain, not really even explain. I'm just going to say the guy's name, why I like him, and basically go on from there. It's going to be about a 10-minute video, as they all are. Sit back, relax, and just listen to me talk some Eagles football. Now, in round 1, as we all know, from TCU, wide receiver Jalen Reagor at 21. Maybe a little bit overvalued at his spot of 21, as I explained in my Jalen Reagor video right before this one. But at the combine, he ran a 4.47. At his pro day, he ran a 4.25, 4.22. That is a huge difference. That is first round speed material. That is a first round pick right there. 4.22. He's a little undersized, and I understand that. As we all know, Jalen Reagor is now a Philadelphia Eagle at pick 21, and I'm happy about it. I really do like Jalen Reagor. I think he's going to be good in a Philadelphia midnight and hopefully Kelly Green jersey for a very long time. Round 2. Quarterback from Oklahoma, Jalen Hurts. Now, before I get into this, I have nothing against Jalen Hurts. I'm an Alabama Crimson Tide fan. So is my dad. I watched Jalen. I watched Tua. I watched Diggs. I watched Ruggs. And I watched Judy all season long. Well, obviously, Hurts wasn't on Alabama this year. You all know what I mean. Jalen Hurts is a very good quarterback. He is. But I just don't know why we drafted him in the second round. I don't know why, and that's my biggest concern. We could have waited because there was not a single quarterback picked in rounds 2 and 3 except Jalen Hurts. That is my problem. I didn't know that yesterday when I recorded my rant. I was at the 59th pick when I stopped recording. Denzel Mims just got taken to the Jets. With the 53rd pick, the Eagles picked Jalen Hurts. You could have traded back. You could have traded the pick. You could have traded up. You could have done a lot. But we stayed at 53. We drafted Jalen Hurts. And it is what it is. We all know why. He could be a very good trade piece down the line for the Eagles. But as of right now, he is currently the backup for Carson Wentz. And honestly, I see a lot of trick plays. I see a lot of fake field goals. I see a lot of fake extra points. I can just see such a Madden-esque play option pass, whatever you want to call it, with Jalen Hurts now on the team. And I like Jalen. I do. But taking him in the second round will always, to me, be just a mistake, especially if it doesn't work out. Round 3. Davion Taylor, outside linebacker, Colorado. At pick 103, the Eagles finally take the linebacker that we all wanted to take earlier in the draft with Patrick Queen or, the other guy. I really just awful. I don't know why I can't remember. Kenneth Murray. Kenneth Murray and Patrick Queen. We all wanted either one of them. You could have taken them instead of Reagor. You didn't. You draft Davion Taylor, who played a solid 1.5 games of high school football, matching less than mine. I played 3 games of varsity football. He played 1.5. He was drafted in the 3rd round. I am now talking about him. He's a freak athlete. He's a freakishly speed linebacker athlete. Again, 3 selections later, the Saints and the Vikings make a trade. The Saints give up like 5 picks for the 105th. Was Davion Taylor that important? Where you could have gotten 5 picks for today? I don't know. But Davion Taylor, now a Philadelphia Eagle, outside linebacker from Colorado at the 103 pick. Now, before I get into this guy, I'm going to talk about the rest. And here's why. This guy is by far my favorite pick of the draft, so I want to save him for last. Round 4, offensive tackle, Auburn, Jack Driscoll. When Howie made this selection, it was kind of not shocking at all. Honestly, I really could call basically everything that Howie was going to do, except a quarterback. But, nevertheless, Jack Driscoll, offensive tackle, Auburn. Obviously, I do not know much about offensive linemen, and this is just a simple draft review. I will get into certain rounds. I'll probably make a video on every pick because there's nothing to talk about. But from what I hear, Jack Driscoll is a very good player. He can play everywhere on the line. Center, guard, tackle. You got to like that. And, SEC guy. Taking players from the SEC has taken teams far. I'm going to leave it at that. Now this guy in round 5, John Hightower from Boise State. He's a wide receiver, 6'2", 172 pounds. I'm 5'5", and I weigh more than John Hightower. But anyways, his grandmom actually had a funny line saying, "We're going to effing Philly." That's funny. I like John Hightower. I don't think he'll be an automatic starter. I don't think John Driscoll or Jack Driscoll might not even be an automatic starter. But it adds depth to that offensive line that is obviously so important with this team, and it's just a dominant part of this team. I mean, our right side of the ball is just nasty. Kelsey, Brooks, Johnson, best players at their respective positions, in my opinion. Yeah. But John Hightower, he has speed. He's a speed demon. But I cannot see him playing wide receiver, honestly. I see him playing more of a Devin Hester type of role. He'll be on the kick return like a Cordell Patterson for, you young bloods. Obviously, I'm not that old, but I was around when Devin Hester was playing, and he was dominant. Not Seattle Seahawks, Devin Hester. Chicago Bears breaking records, Devin Hester. I don't ever see him being as good as Devin Hester. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying he could bring back punts. He could bring back kicks. I can definitely see him being a very good special team player. I can. It's just a matter of how well he can hold on to the ball and take a hit. Because at 172, his weight does not correlate well with the NFL, especially because of how tall he is. He's 6'2". He's literally a twig. But I definitely see him playing a Devin Hester special teams type of role. Now, we had 3 picks in... actually, before I get to that, round 5, we also traded with the Dallas Cowboys. Or it was at the end of round 4. We traded with the Dallas Cowboys, and they drafted a center. That was my only why. Why, Howie? Why? For today. Everything else, I really didn't mind. These guys are going to be practice squad dudes, and obviously we all know how important that was last season, but what else are you going to do? So in round 6, we take 3 guys. Sean Bradley from Temple, he's staying home, linebacker. I didn't really hear much about him. Obviously, he's a local kid, so that's always nice to get him in. Prince Tega Wanago, offensive tackle from Auburn. He's obviously pretty good. I mean, again, an SEC guy with, potential. He has a lot of potential. So with another SEC guy, another offensive tackle from the same team of Auburn, I don't think he's going to be as good as Jack Driscoll, because obviously he wasn't taken in the 4th round. He was taken in the 6th. And Quez Watkins, I think, is a very good, underrated player. He ran the 40 in like a 4.34 from Southern Miss. He's a wide receiver. I can see him making the team mostly because of special teams in his first couple of years at least. But, you're just taking shots here in the 6th round. In the 7th round, we drafted Casey Toohill, defensive end from Stanford. You just had to get that in, Howie. You just had to get a defensive end in. Now, in round 4, the Eagles picked my favorite player from this year's draft. For the Eagles, Kavon Wallace from Clemson, who's a safety. I already love this kid. He is all about Philly. He was a roommate with Brian Dawkins' son at Clemson. The kid is going to be a stud. And that's probably going to be my first video tomorrow. I'll probably come out with like 2 or 3 videos tomorrow about the draft. More about the draft. I think Kavon Wallace could really just be a 15-minute video in itself because I have high hopes for this kid. He's a beast. He looks like a beast. Him and Isaiah Simmons were the only 2 players with 50 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions last season. Isaiah Simmons was like the 9th pick in the draft. This kid was drafted in the 4th round. I see a steal. Honestly, I can see a steal with Kavon Wallace. I really, really like this kid, and I have very, very, very high hopes for him in Midnight Green for next season. And it also does add some depth, more depth to the secondary that obviously struggled last year. I think this kid could really be a heavy hitter type of player. Just bring in the boom whenever you need a big hit, he'll deliver. I think Kavon Wallace could be the steal of the draft. Now, that's it for my draft review video. This is just the simple edition. There will be a more advanced edition with me going over each player one by one, their stats, their this, their that, all of that. I will do a whole video on it. I will do my grading video on it before the season, and then after the season I will obviously be doing another video. But with that being said, remember to leave a like, comment, and most importantly subscribe so we can be a great Philadelphia family on this YouTube. Thank you all for watching. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace. Go Birds. Kavon Wallace. I really think he's going to be a stud and a steal.